from the slides. Charlie Burke congregation. I was asked to be on it. Angela Dugan is here. She was on the team. Doug Faust, chair of the Administrative Council. Laura Stevens, and then Reverend Michelle Hargrave. All of us have been engaged for the past 8 months or so. We were formed by the Charge Conference in January. We started meeting in February and March, and we've met pretty much on a monthly basis since then. The purpose of the Vision Team is to help the congregation start the new year, 2015, with a more clear vision on how Centenary can achieve our mission over the next few years. With the idea being that if we have a positive vision statement, in addition to our mission statement, it'll help us focus on what's really important, help the congregation put its resources where they need to be, help us develop strategies and tactics to accomplish the vision, and give us hope for a better future here at Centenary as we move forward in the years ahead. So, in sum, it'll help bind us together as a community in Christ with a common purpose, offering a path for mission success and membership growth. So here's the methodology by which we went about doing some data gathering this spring and this summer. We engaged in some market data analysis, and Doug Faust will present those data in just a minute. We did 2 surveys. You'll remember that we harangued you on several Sunday mornings to fill out either paper copies of our survey or to fill out the online survey link that was available on the newsletter. We also selected about 30 church leaders to do something called a Natural Church Development Survey. That's a nationally normed instrument, not just for Methodist churches, but used at Christian churches all across the country. And following that format, we identified 30 people and asked them to do a longer, more in-depth survey. We identified some other churches, primarily downtown churches, both in Mankato and outside of Mankato, to have conversations with about their successes and their hopes. And then we also had conversations with our neighbors downtown and some of the community partners with which we work. So Dr. Faust will come up now, and he will present for you the survey, or the market data that he did.
Thanks, Mark. Mark was nervous about having me start because I tend to get a little long-winded at times, and so I'll try to keep this very concise. So, we did a lot of analysis and looking at statistical data, mostly just as a way to kind of provide some context and some history so that we could understand the statistical indicators that could help us form our vision going forward. So the first slide really talks about our methodology that we use. And so we did look at our own Centenary statistical data. We did analysis and comparison of Centenary's data to statistical data from other United Methodist churches within the Minnesota Annual Conference. Primarily, we chose those churches based upon community size, that were downtown churches or churches located in communities with institutions of higher education. So, for example, the churches we looked at were Austin, Duluth, Marshall, Moorhead, Rochester, St. Cloud, and Winona. And then we also took a look at the study of population within a 3-mile radius of Centenary, and that's statistics gathered by the U.S. Census Bureau from Experian, and also from Synergos Technologies. So, just some of the key findings that we had from the statistics that we did analyze. First of all, even as a downtown church, our membership is not confined to the downtown area. We did a membership plot map, and our membership is dispersed widely throughout our community. So it's not people just in this neighborhood that are attending Centenary. Then when we looked at membership, Austin, Duluth, Moorhead, Rochester, and St. Cloud United Methodist churches experienced greater membership decline than the decline that we experienced. So that helped put our situation and what we've all observed in terms of membership and attendance and those kinds of things, helped put that a little bit in context. The 32% decline in our attendance since 2005 is greater than the 16% decline in membership. So that seems to suggest to us that people remain members, but for whatever reason they have not been active in attendance at the church. Some other things that just we're observing, and we think that are key findings here. The Mankato community, even though the Mankato community is very homogeneous, it's not very diverse. The community is more diverse than we are. At Centenary, our diversity is really 97% white, compared to the Mankato community as a whole of 89%. Also, as we look at the quick insight data, there's going to be a significant increase in school-age population that's projected in the next 10 years. We're going to see a 12.5% increase in that population in the next 10 years. The general level of education within the Mankato community is very high. 49% have a post-high school degree, 48% have at least a high school diploma or GED or some college. So that's the vast majority of the population here in the Mankato area. However, the number of families living in poverty is significantly above the statewide average. That's 10.8% of our population here in the Mankato area is below the poverty line. And then also 47% of the people that were studied in this area, this quick insight area, consider themselves to be spiritual, but only 16% say it's important to attend religious services. So I think that suggests something to us as well. So looking at the statistics, the data, and those key findings, what does that imply as far as our vision going forward? Well, first of all, again, as I talked about our membership and how widely dispersed we are around geographically, it just shows that there are factors other than proximity to the church that are drawing people to membership here at Centenary. So people are finding something in what we stand for as drawing them here to Centenary as opposed to just being a church that's nearby. I think a question we need to ask ourselves is, can members who do not attend become active in Centenary's mission? So again, we have this bulk of membership, but they do not necessarily attend. So they're part of us, but they're not really part of us. So how can we engage them more fully? Also, can our vision create a correlation between membership and attendance growth and financial support? I think that's a very important question we need to be considering as we look at our vision here. Obviously, we are underserving the diverse population of the area. Also, providing service to families with school-age children is a future opportunity. As I mentioned again, school-age kids over the next 10 years expected to grow by 12.5%. Also, serving families in poverty could provide a missional outreach here for Centenary. And then also, finally, our vision could be inclusive of an inviting worship setting for the spiritual and services. So 47% consider themselves spiritual, but only 16% attend some kind of service within our area here. So it seems to indicate that spirituality in some form is important, but participating isn't. So again, how can we fulfill that spiritual need and engage people in fellowship?
Thanks, Doug. I'll give a quick overview now of the general membership survey. Most of you, or many of you, participated in that. Up on the screen, you can see a reminder of the kinds of questions that were asked in that survey. Things like, why are you a Methodist? What brings you to Centenary? Here, what service do you come to and why? Well, we do better. Social, diverse, welcome, open, friendly, downtown, progressive, reconciling, inclusive. People see you as representing community through your care. People in need worship. People feel we do well. Holy grounds came up. Salvation Army, cooperation with them. the mission of serving the world, the mission work that our youth and others have done, and studying out, engaging with others in the community, getting more people involved, recognizing talents and where individuals can contribute, and parking. So implications for vision in terms of the overall vision, again, the main themes,